Hi, good evening everyone. Myself, Dr. Rita Singh Rathore, and this is the second part of change management in the organization and the role of HR manager. As we know that change is the only constant. So what the role of the HR management during the change in the organization, that we will discuss widely in this presentation. Well, as the pandemic taught us that external factors are out of our control. Companies face changes every day, from changing customer behaviors to new technologies to new expectations about the modern workplace. However, the way companies respond to change is within their control, and HR has a crucial role to play. Like HR professionals are aware that they work in a changing environment, and the best people leaders are always looking to the horizon for the next big change. So HR can play a dual role in the change management by initiating and leading the change and by serving as a facilitator for changes that other leaders and departments initiated. The HR department perform a variety of functions associated with the communication, implementation, and tracking of major changes. Whereas in the change management, one part is the organizational restructuring. So, what is organization restructuring? It is a change in a company's business model, structure, or process. And a restructuring can involve changes to the workforce, recognition of company hierarchy, or the introducing new processes. And there are the different types of the organizational restructurings are there nowadays, like the divestment, mergers, equations, and the legal restructuring, cost restructuring, repositioning, structuring, turnaround restructuring, and spin-off. Many are there. So whereas the white is, and these all restructuring is also very important. By making organization changes, companies can reduce costly inefficiencies, respond to new competitive markets, and develop strategies to move forward successfully. So potential benefits included there, like the improving competitiveness and the preparing the companies for sale. So these all the companies restructurings are there, whereas the HR's role is the most important because HR is responsible for managing the impact on employees. This includes addressing concern, ensuring a smooth transition, and aligning employees with the new organizational structure. What is the technology implementation during the change management in the organizations? So, tools like our change management software provide a systematic approach to analyzing, planning, implementing, and measuring the change management process. Without technology, change can become unmanageable, particularly when it impacts large number of employees out there in your organization. Then you need these type of the tools. So how the HR will facilitate these all things? He will communicate with these all process. Acts as a point of contact during period of transition. Employees who want to see the changes implemented in a different way or who feel unrepresented by the strategy can come to the HR for the support. And this is very important to make changes technically, because and before this you need to identify your organization's need, what is the needs are there, then investigate technologies that will solve problem for your organization, then you develop a plan for implementing your new technology. After that you train other employees using the new technologies. So accordingly, systematically, you may make changes as per the work requirement of your organization with the support of the HR. And HR often implements new technologies such as HRIS, Human Resource Information System, or talent management software. Change management involves training employees to use the new systems, communicating the benefits, and addressing new resistance. Now the next point is a policy and the process changes during the change management in the organization. See, in a human resource, policies are guidelines for hiring, work processes, compensation, leave, training, promotion, work environment, termination, and other important functions. So HR policies also outline how an organization will treat its people and property. So and now if some changes are there in the organization relevant to the policies and the procedures, then how they will communicate to the employees. This is the role duty of the HR manager to communicate with the employees relevant to these all features. So He may adapt many ways, like he may send emails to the employees or putting information on company intranet site, or the sharing the policy on your internal social media platforms, or the writing letters directly to the employee. So multiple options are there, or having managers discuss the changes for the team meeting. So these all are the ways. Accordingly, HR manager will intimate the messages to the employees of the organization, and that time the HR need to be very clear and honest when communicating changes to the employees, and he need to use care when communicating organizational change, because these would be all of sudden employees could be disturbed also, and he needs to tell employees what in it for them. And you need to set expectations with change management communication, that what the employees are expecting, those are what is the feedback. You need to tell employees what they really need to do. So these type of the changes could make work improvement also, positively or negatively, both sides. So that's why the HR need to involve employees also according to their suggestions. So when HR policies or procedures are modified, HR professionals need to communicate the changes, provide training where necessary, and ensure that employees understand the reason behind the changes. Because the main thing is the employees. They need to understand the basic things, why the changes are required. So HR need to convince them in this decision. What is performance management and how it will be applicable during the change management? See, while change management could mean different things to the different companies, the ultimate goal is to increase efficiency and business success. So performance management focuses on employees and the factors that affect their overall performance. So employees who engage in change are more likely to be productive and satisfied with their jobs. Then only they can contribute their 100%, and they will feel like they are a part of change, and they will be more likely to support it. So need to convince them first, as I said before. Change management helps ensure employees are included in the process and understand what is happening and why it is happening. So alternative methods such as the continuous feedback, goal setting of collaboration and the employees, and more frequent feedback may be more suitable for a changing workforce, because automatically you can't impose anything to the educated group for the way of working. So, and you need to make the changes that really make sense, and make sure all stakeholders know why the changes is important. Then only they may contribute, and support employees to make the changes. And whatever the feedback is there, that time HR need to listen to the employees challenges also, what the challenges they are facing because of these or changes. They need to identify someone as responsible for ensuring change is sustained. So many features are there relevant to the performance management, because the performance management focuses on accountability and transparency of the foster a clear understanding of expectations. So introducing new performance appraisal methods or change to performance goals required HR to manage the communication, training and integration of these changes to ensure buy-in form of employees. In the change management, next is a cultural transformation. So what is a cultural transformation? It's a in the workplace. Cultural transformation is the most challenging kind of the change management project. The human aspect of any change project is always challenging. Just think of the digital, structural or merger transformation. In these cases, the changes in technology or structure are difficult enough to achieve. And there are multiple examples out there for the cultural changes, like the invention. If any technological change has a broad impact on culture, that need to observe. Then economical reason could be there. Then the globalization, the process of exchange and integration that occurs between the nations. Or the war or disaster situation is there, if the conflict and the disaster that these all reasons could be there, or any ideas could be there, or any the right to freedom, or any type of the cultural transformation could be there, which is really very difficult to impose in the employees. So being culturally aware enables change practitioners to customize their changes management approach and apply culturally specific adaptation while avoiding culturally specific obstacles, and create effective communication plan with the culture of the audience in mind. And this all will be done by the HR, because if you will not take the things in that way, it will impact negatively. But what does culture affect change in the business? Is there would be any effect? So the influence of the cultural factors on business is extensive. Culture impacts how employees are best managed based on their values and priorities, because their priorities matters. It also impacts the functional areas of marketing, sales, and distributions. It can affect a company's analysis and decision how best to enter in a new market. So this is a matter of the reputation of the organization also. So when an organization aims to shift its culture, HR plays a most important role in aligning HR practices, policies, and training with the desired cultural value. And this involves communicating the cultural changes and helping employees embrace the new values. This is very interesting topic, leadership development in the organization during the change management process. See, according to the leadership style, and it was discovered in the various literature that there are the several leadership styles are there. There is not only one that can act as a promoter in a change management processes. And as various leadership styles are like ranging from authoritarian leadership style, transformational leadership style, and laissez-faire leadership style, servant leadership style, and transactional leadership style. Even though democratic leadership style is there, dictatorship leadership style is there, strategic leadership style is there. So according to the work culture of the organization, the HR will choose the leadership style, because leaders play an essential role in any change management project. Organizational leaders are the ones that employees look to day after day for direction, support, and cues on where they need to direct their efforts, where it is required. If it is required, then okay, but if it is not required, then there is no need to change the leadership style, because change is a lot of to handle, whether it's a planned or unexpected. Changes requires strong, steadfast, adaptable, and creative leaders to lead employees through the change while providing support and understanding, because it's not a dictatorship board whereas you will impose something in your employees, some different type of the leadership style, and they will listen to you, they will switch. So having leaders with the skill to lead, execute, and communicate change management project is really crucial, because it is very important. And as well as the communication skills, the leader must be a good listener and delegator in order to lead the change as successfully as possible. There are general leadership attributes but are particularly important when leading a change strategy. Motivation throughout the process of key. So implementing leadership development program involves change management to ensure the leaders understand and champion the new leadership principles with the coordination of the employee. So HR need to communicate very politely while involving all the employees of the organization. Now, what is diversity and inclusion in the change management by delivering change in the workplace? See, diversity and inclusion teaches you to manage and work with diversity as a concept overarching by any activity of a modern organization. On the basis of your knowledge within the diversity, you are taught how to deal with different diversity issues that proves to be a challenge for the modern organizations. And managing diversity means acknowledging people's differences and recognizing these differences as valuable. And it enhances good management practices by preventing discrimination and promoting inclusiveness. Good management alone will not necessarily help you work effectively with a diverse workforce, because it is very difficult to work when there is a biasness is there. So additionally, companies committed to create the environment properly, and it can better attract top talent, enhance customer and employee satisfaction, and improve decision making. And diverse individuals bring unique life experiences and perspectiveness to the organization, and leading to innovation, novel services, products, and the high performing teams. So it's a very good. This can drive continuous improvement and the help organization to adapt to changing business conditions and the customer needs. So HR often leads initiatives related to the diversity and inclusion. Change management ensures that diversity and inclusion policies are effectively communicated and embraced by the employees, because without the involvement and the positivity of the employees behavior, you can't change anything in the organization immediately. HR need to introduce in the organization immediately what is the new employee benefit changes are there. Like when changes occur in the employee benefits packages, like the HR must communicate these changes clearly to the employees and address any concern or question they may have, because multiple types of the changes could be there, like if they are providing health insurance to the employees, or the paid time off they are providing, or the retirement plan benefits they will provide, or the flexible work schedule, or the dental insurance, or any medical insurance, or the vision insurance, or life insurance, or paid family leave, or they are in the abroad, then what type of the facilities they will provide, family visa, or the study facilities for the kids. So all the things will be included over there in the classification of the employee benefits, and they need to clear the policy. These are the what are the short term benefits, what are the post employment benefits, what are the other long term benefits, what is the termination benefits, because all of a sudden if the company will terminate the employees, and what type of the benefits the employees will get. So these type of the policies should be very much clear in the organization for the employees, because it's a plan for a retire with the, suppose that there is a plan for a retirement of the 30 years of the service. At retirement may state the benefits such as the exact what the amount they will get, and what the amount they will get such as per month or the yearly as a pension, and which type of the policies are there in the organization in the favor of the employees benefits. That should be very much clear, because this is the main motive of the employees to choose the organization to be work, to continue the work. So here in the change management in any organization, and what is the role of the HR manager during the change management process, this is the most important thing, because change management is the application of a structured process and the set of tools for leading the people side of change to achieve a desired outcome. So if the organization wants the desired outcome, that time everything should be communicated through the towards the to all the employees. Those are the main people those will be affected by them. Ultimately, change management focuses on how to help people engage, adopt and use of change in their day-to-day work. So HR must be a strategic business partner in the order to survive in this century, and the basic knowledge of the HR functions is the needed by all management. So here I tried much to highlight the features of the change management in any organization, and how to implement these all changes, and how the HR will communicate with the employee to make them clear about the new changes, because overall the purpose of each and everyone in the organization, especially like the HR and rest of the employees, included the management, the growth of the organization simultaneously the growth of the employees also. So features should be very much clear. Thank you so much.